Today, the trial of Tanner Horner resumes in a Tarrant County courtroom.
We want to get you up to speed with what's ahead this week in the punishment phase after the former FedEx driver pleaded guilty to killing 7-year-old Athena Strand.
Senior investigative reporter Tanya Iser has been following this case closely, sitting through hours of testimony, joining us this morning to let us know what we can expect going into week 2 of this trial. Tanya, thank you for joining us this morning. Walk us through the things that the jurors are most likely hearing and considering as they move into this next phase.
Well, as we know, he pled guilty. That was a shock on Tuesday of last week. First thing that happened, so we moved directly into the punishment phase. And the reason we're in the punishment phase is because prosecutors are seeking the death penalty. And we spent most of the week last week listening to hours and hours of his interrogations with police, listening as he confessed to strangling her and dumping her body and leading investigators twice to the wrong location and then ultimately to the correct location where they recovered her body, and then pretending that he had this alter ego Zero who he claimed had actually committed the crime.
So clearly the state has to have jurors answer 2 questions here. Is Horner a threat to the public? And are there any mitigating factors that would keep you from maybe putting out a death penalty? What do you think the state has done so far do you think they've done enough for jurors to consider that last question?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it has been, I'm a mom. This has been hard to listen to. Difficult, painful. At one point in his interrogations, he calls the Texas Ranger back up to the jail a week after he has killed Athena Strand. He says, if you just put a monitor on me, will you let me out to have Christmas with my son? I mean, clearly he did not understand or seemingly did not understand the gravity or the heinousness of what he had done.
You know, you see the images, and one of the original storylines was that little Athena was already dead, right? But we see in that image, she's clearly alive, standing in that truck. How much do you think the imagery and going through these videos and all of that is going to weigh on the jury's mind when they ultimately make the decision on what this punishment will be?
Oh, I think it's huge. And that image of her in that delivery truck, is burrowed into my mind. I cannot imagine how they feel. And we know that what they still have not seen is the crime scene photos from the recovery of her body, and they will see that. We've been told that it will be only shown to the jury. We also know that they will be seeing and hearing that video from that truck. Now we're not going to be allowed to live stream that, and personally, I'm perfectly okay with that.
Yeah.
Correct.
This has been a very emotional case. I mean, I've lived it. I've covered a lot of it. I've interviewed Maitland, Athena's mother. I think the Wise County community, the North Texas community is watching this very closely. They're watching your coverage on it, our Gavel to Gavel coverage. It's on WFA+. It's going to start around 8:30 a.m. today with Tanya, and you don't want to miss it. There's going to be legal analysis that you're not going to get anywhere else. And again, it's a free download to your TV. WFA+ is.
Tanya, thank you.